Today we'll learn about Arts on the Square. We'll visit the Lions Fly-In Drive-In Breakfast. We're going to talk to Dale Felt about a scholarship program for high school students for college, and we're going to talk to him about getting our brain reactivated for the next school year. And I have some terrific summer pet safety tips to share with you. I'm Joni Kern, and this is What's Happening Waupaca. We are talking to Marcy Reynolds, and we're going to talk about Arts on the Square today, Marcy. Now, what was really neat was I was there last year, so I can tell you you got to go because this is absolutely fabulous. So it's August 13th through the 15th, so
Right.
it's a Friday through Sunday, right?
Well, it's actually Thursday this year, Thursday through Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's being expanded a little bit with the help of the downtown realtors, or not realtors, retailers. Sorry, retailers.
That's okay. They both start with R's.
They both start with
We're good.
R's. It's the idea is that they're going to expand on that chalking stuff that they do.
Mm-hmm.
So in the past, they've all chalked in front of their stores for like a little contest. But this year, they're also going to go all around the square. Each retailer is going to rent a square around the city building and have kids chalk it. And so those kids will also be competing for chalking prizes.
Oh, how fun. And you
Yeah.
know, I'll tell you, exercise is good for us, but lots of us really don't like to. We'd rather eat bonbons. That would be me.
Yeah, me too.
But walking around, seeing, that's incredible artwork, that the chalks on the sidewalks. We all
Yeah,
have to look at
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Now, okay, so it goes Thursday through Sunday.
Right.
I know that Friday night you have a terrific band playing, and it's a street dance. So tell us about the band.
Okay, Davina and the Vagabonds they're a internationally touring band. They do about 250 gigs a year. They're from the Minneapolis area. Davina's a trained musician, classical pianist, but she does blues, jazz, and kind of like mixes up kind of roots music with sort of a New Orleans type beat. And she plays piano, and there's a couple of horns, a string bass, and a drummer. She's incredibly engaging. She makes you feel like you're part of the show. And she's just a great musician, great voice, great energy.
Do I have to buy tickets for this show?
It's free. Everything at Arts on the Square is free.
Which is absolutely terrific because we can go in there, but there's lots of shopping we can do.
Well, yes, there are.
Because there is, the square is in front of City Hall.
Right.
And the library, but it is jam-packed with all kinds of artists and their work. And there's something there for absolutely everybody.
Right. They do a huge amount of jurying. And so if you want to be an artist at Arts on the Square, you have to go through this whole process because they want to keep the level of art quality really high. And that's not to say it's better, but it's just different. It's not really a craft, but it's art. So it's people who do paintings or make fine jewelry. So this year, I think they have 42 artists lined up. A lot of new artists coming in, some of the old favorites. You mentioned when we were talking before, the Wooden Feather guy. I'm not sure if he's there, but sometimes the popular artists, they really try to get them to come back. And I think he was really
He is, I'll tell you what,
incredible.
if he is there, you got to go see it because this guy is, I thought they were feathers and they're not.
Right.
They're wood carvings.
Right.
So
Yeah, very realistic.
yeah, there's all kinds of great stuff there. Now you also have music stages.
Correct.
There's food there. So
Right.
tell me a little bit, other than just the art, what
Okay.
else can we look forward to?
Well, there's 3 music stages. The main stage, which is in the food and beer tent, I must say, that stage has a really nice lineup this year. We have Hillary Reynolds, who's actually my niece. She's from Boston, and she's a singer-songwriter that's kind of making it these days. Then we have Tom Pease, who's the children's musician. Then we have a bluegrass band named Eucalyptus, get it? And they're pretty cool. And then Kyle Megna, who is from the Fox Valley. He's been in Mile of Music, so he's another up-and-coming musician. And then Home Alone, which is our local rock band, and they're really awesome. They really sound like a cross between Nirvana and David Bowie. In fact, they do Bowie covers, which is really cool. And then on the Union Street stage, we have John Ladke, who pretty popular kid in town, who's an international traveler. He's going to be doing flamenco guitar with a flamenco dancer. And then we have Chris Kokesh, who's another local musician. She's going to lead a song workshop, so she'll have a songbook for everybody, and she'll be doing traditional and folk and blues songs so people can participate. And then we have our jazz stage. So we have one act that's not quite together, but I believe it's going to be a professional trio allowing kids to come up and play. We'll be getting the music, the list of songs to the kids that are in the senior high school band, and they'll be able to sit in with a real jazz band. So that's going to be really cool.
Good. So there's something for absolutely everybody. So we can
Correct.
bring our family, we can have a great day, we can go for a little bit of time, all 4 days. Sounds like a ton of fun. Got to tell you, I was there last year. Truly, truly enjoyed it. Thank you, Marcy,
You're
for being
welcome.
here today and sharing all of that information. And we'll look forward to seeing you at Arts on the Square.
Thank you.
Next up, we are going to be at the Lions Fly-In Drive-In Pancake Breakfast. I hope you're hungry.
The Revival in downtown Waupaca prides themselves in providing above and beyond customer service. From small to tall, women of any age can consider the Revival your professional personal stylist, helping you find the right outfit for any occasion, weddings, senior pictures, or even a special night out. The Revival also specializes in home decor with a large selection and variety of items to choose from, including art from local Waupaca artists. The Revival, 111 West Fulton Street across from Farmer State Bank, downtown Waupaca. For more information, call 715-281-5100 or find them on Facebook. The Revival, home, art, and fashion.
Okay, we really wanted to interview a lion for this breakfast. So how are you this morning? I think he's roaring quietly. Have you eaten yet? He says you haven't fed him yet. So are you hungry? He isn't very talkative, so why don't we get this lion in here? How are you this morning?
Good. I'm Mike Walshman, and I'm a Lions member here. And our pancake breakfast out here on Father's Day, it's just wonderful. We have a huge crowd today. We have a lot of planes here. We have old cars. The fire department, local fire department came here. We got strawberry shortcakes. It's absolutely wonderful way to spend time with your father.
And I talked to a couple of boys that had been in the fire truck. They thought that was a great time.
Oh yeah, anytime you're young, you can climb in a fire truck. It's awesome. Actually, they have a thing too where there's a local pilot that takes some kids up for $20 for an airplane ride around a circle around here. You can't beat that. That is just awesome.
Now, for everyone that is seeing this after the breakfast, you do about the same stuff every year, right?
Yep, but every Father's Day, the Waupaca Foundry is so gracious to let us use their hangar here to have this pancake breakfast.
That is fabulous. It really is a great time, and if you missed it this year, you got to plan on it next year. Thanks, Mike.
Okay, thanks. Have a great day. Happy Father's Day.
We are talking with Lloyd, who is part of the Lions Club. Now, you are working with the eyesight booth this morning here at the Lions Fly-In Breakfast. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what this does?
Well, the camera that we use, the vision camera that we use, takes a picture of the eyes. We program the device for the person that we're taking a picture of their eyes. We'll program it for with glasses or without glasses. And then once we take their picture of the eyes and it's focused, we get a printout. and that printout will tell us if the person that we taken needs glasses or has some type of discrepancy that they should go to an eye doctor.
Now, for those of us who wear glasses, and I have contacts in, then you will do one with glasses and one without, correct?
Right, we'll do one with and one and without.
And that shows me whether my prescription glasses are working?
Yes, that'll show you if your prescription is up to date and working, right. Mm-hmm.
Now, you do this in schools throughout Waupaca County, right?
Yes, we do it through the schools and the daycare centers in the local areas here, yes.
This is a fabulous idea. It's not the first time I've heard about this, but this is a terrific way to get your eyes checked.
Well, yes, it is, and I relate back to my grandson who had a lazy eye. If we could have caught that when he was a year or 2 years old, it would have made a big difference in school when he started out in school because he would have been able to see.
Absolutely, and this is cutting-edge technology, which is even better.
Yes, it is, yes. Well, it's a great tool.
Well, thanks, Lloyd, for your time this morning. You could go check people's eyes and tell them if they're seeing their breakfast.
There you go. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So how long have you been waiting in line?
About 3 minutes. I was over at the fire truck with these guys.
Oh, you guys saw the fire truck today?
Yes.
Is it cool?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite part of it?
The front.
The front?
The driver's seat.
Gotcha. Did you get to blow the horn?
No.
We're going to go back.
Oh, so maybe you can do that when you get back there?
Yeah. We should have.
So are you boys hungry?
Yes.
They're wasting away.
Yeah, I think. Are you sure this breakfast is going to be worth it?
Oh, definitely. We're here every year.
It's you know what, I saw it. It's absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
Enjoy your day.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Whether enjoying a day of flying, group gatherings, one of 50 Cherokee Oshkosh or EAA professional pilots, supporting the community, our local businesses, aviation groups, and pilots of the future, we are the Waupaca Municipal Airport at Brunner Field. If you'd like to be a guest on What's Happening Waupaca, contact Josh at 715-258-4405 or email jwerner@cityofwaupaca.org. Full details at wintvwaupaca.com.
We have Dale Felt here, who is a math teacher at the Waupaca High School. Now, we're not going to be talking, we're going to be doing the whole getting ready for high school thing in just a few minutes. But right now, we're going to be talking about a scholarship program. Now, I hadn't even heard of that. So this is kind of exciting for me to hear about all of the money that's available for college students for scholarships. So tell me a little bit about that, Dale.
Yeah, this is called Ride Waupaca, and we start at the Waupaca High School, and it is the day after the triathlon, August 16th this year. It's on a Sunday, and you can do anywhere from 12 miles to 100 miles on our bike. And we want to stress it's not a race. It's a pleasurable ride through Waupaca into Portage County, back again over by Hartman Creek State Park. It's just gorgeous. So, and we have people stop, they pick berries on the road, and so it lasts all day. We usually go through about 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so anybody can be part of the ride. It's not just for high school, or is it just for high school students?
No, this is open to anyone. We have people that come from Canada. See, the people that started it are John and Christina Hatherley. They own a place on the chain. They loved Waupaca, and she started this bike ride for her husband's 50th birthday. And they came to us at the high school and said, we would like to give to a community that is just so beautiful. So it started out to maybe be a $2,000 scholarship. But then through all of John's corporate sponsors, this year we were able to give out $60,000 to almost like 12 kids, 5,000 each.
That's phenomenal. Now, 5,000, we were talking before we started about how expensive school is. And I mean, I have been going full time for what seems like forever, but I have something like $65,000 in school debt, and I don't have to pay for room and board. Now, you were talking about even Point being $16,000 a year. So $5,000 a scholarship goes a huge way for these kids.
Yeah, I mean, some of these kids, that's all they can make in the summer is $5,000. So that could pay their room and board for one semester. Right?
So how are the scholarships? How are the kids chosen for the scholarships?
Well, John and Christina, John was given a scholarship to go to Notre Dame. And so he wanted to give back to kids also, and that was through track and field. So we have 2 male track and field, 2 female track and field. Then we have 2 for National Honor Society, 2 for kids that are on the math team, of course, and 2 for kids that have parents that are veterans.
So it's really widespread. I don't have to be a super athlete to get one of those, which is great. What a wonderful opportunity.
Well, and the bike ride is so nice. The kids, my Students Against Destructive Decisions and National Honor Society kids volunteer their time to work the way stations. And we have 2 of those, one at the high school and then one out on County TT way out there in Portage County. And we serve cookies and all kinds of treats that are supplied by the Hatherleys.
What a great thing. I mean, a Sunday bike ride. I mean, I can get out there with my little tiny bike and I can just enjoy it. I don't have to be a super athlete for it. I can just get out and enjoy the day.
That's what we want to stress. This is not a race. This is an enjoyable bike ride. If you want to do 12 miles and take 2 hours to do it, go right ahead. We roll out at 6 in the morning. Some people come at 8 o'clock. I usually leave it around 5:30 because I try to do the 50. And then I've got to be back to drive the sag wagon to help people out. But I remember last year I was driving around and somebody was stopped and I said, "You guys in trouble?" They said, "No, we're just picking berries." You know.
Now, what's the sag wagon?
That's the person that drives around in case you have a flat tire or something like that. We help you out.
Or I'm just tuckered out.
Yeah, I had somebody like that too. They got tired out on mile 30 and they said, "I've had enough." And I said, "All right, great, come on, we'll take you back." So. And again, like I said, we just owe so much to the Hathleys. And I said, "Why did you want to do this here in Waupaca?" They said they love it here. People, you're on the road, they wave to you, they slow down for you. They're very, they just treat bikers as someone that's on the road, and they appreciate that being treated that way. So.
What a fabulous thing for the Hatherleys to do. Big kudos to them for being so supportive of the community and the kids. Thanks, Dale, for sharing all of that information. We are going to get into getting prepared for school here in just a moment and getting our brains back on track for schoolwork instead of bike riding. So that is terrific. Just hang tight.
The Waupaca Recreation Center, featuring programming for all ages. Home of the Waupaca Senior Center and youth programming Friday and Saturday nights, featuring 2 full gyms and space for various sports and activities. Visit the Dance Exercise Studio for a variety of classes. The Rec Center is a safe place to hang out. Also featuring a computer lab and classes, and a meeting room and other facilities available for rent. The Rec Center features different programming and meetings, and is the home of the Parks and Recreation Office. The Waupaca Recreation Center, a great place for all ages and activities. 407 School Street, downtown Waupaca.
Our next guest is Dale Felt. Now, you're actually a math teacher at the Waupaca High School. We are going to talk about what us kids should be doing to keep our minds in school gear during the summer. And here I thought we got the summer off from thinking.
Oh no, actually studies show that we should be doing this all summer. We should be reading, we should be practicing our math skills at all grade levels. Otherwise, kids do fall back a little bit before school starts, and then in September we're usually reviewing just to get us back into sync.
You know, and I will tell you that at the beginning of my junior year, one of my teachers was talking about that, and I literally told her there is summer brain and then there is school brain. So I can relate to that. Even, I mean, if we go a while without studying something, we tend to have to get back into the swing of that.
Oh yeah.
So what kind of programs do you have for kids to be doing during the summer?
Well, the kids should have already been reading for their, or at least at the high school level, their summer reading books. And those can be found on the Waupaca website. And then they have to write their reflection or take a test on the books that they've read. And those will be due minimum the first week of school. So that's the English part. Elementary kids, their parents should be reading to them or having their kids read to them every single day. Should be a half hour at least. Math skills, you could be riding in the car and just having kids play games on a trip and adding numbers or dividing or subtracting. Those types of games. Money, have a bank and have the kids be counting their money in the bank all summer. Give them a little bit of allowance. Make sure it's in coins so that they have to really add up the decimals.
Well, and that's just a good idea no matter what time of year it is. It's just a really good idea to stay engaged with your kids as far as learning and teaching.
Yeah, exactly. And that way when we come back in the summer or in the fall, we don't have to go and review for 3 or 4 weeks and get the kids back on track. Their minds are still set in that mode of I need to learn.
And we were talking about that a little bit before we started our segment, how we literally tend to go backwards if we don't continue to exercise our brain, because the brain is a muscle and it does need exercise.
That is correct.
So I'm just curious, what kind of math do you teach?
I teach pre-calculus and advanced placement statistics.
Got it. I just took a statistics class.
Oh.
Ew.
Well, we have, last year we had 65 kids take that course, and it's a college course. So we do very well. And the students at Waupaca High School can earn many, many credits in college courses before they graduate.
And that's the way to do it anyway, because you're earning college courses, college credits in high school, and you're not having to pay for those once you get to college.
That is correct.
Because college is very, very expensive.
Right. The kids could basically have their freshman English completed for their first 2 semesters of college.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about supplies, because I happened to be on a school website last year, and I saw this list of supplies that the kids need. So where can we find that list?
It's on the Waupaca School's website. Some teachers might have it on their own private website, but I believe there is right on the website school supply list, it says. And if I was a parent, which I was, but my children now have graduated in college and whatnot.
Okay, you're still a parent.
Yeah, that's true.
You've just kicked them out.
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
No, they come back. And but you should, I would almost start purchasing now already, you know, early or later July, early August. Start purchasing a little bit a week so the effects don't come all at once, because it is lengthy what kids need in school nowadays.
It is, and the sales are starting soon, and for the more expensive things like calculators, we can check out places like eBay, where they tend to be a little bit less expensive, and you can still
Oh
get
yeah,
something
even the
that
pawn
works.
stores have them, you know, in Appleton and stuff. I've seen them in there. So
it's not as if we have to spend a ton of money. We just need to do a little bit of smart shopping.
and if you have questions, you can call the schools, and they'll let you know what type of calculators, what type of pens, pencils, notebooks, whatever they need. So, and I
Okay.
think even some of the stores have those lists.
Great. Okay, cool. Great information. You're going to keep my brain active during the summer, and now I'm ready for school again in the fall.
Yeah, and one last thing, there is a survivor class at the high school. That's a summer school course that a lot of freshmen take, and that's great entry level for the kids to come in and find out what's all over the building.
Cool.
So,
Thank you, Dale, for being with us today.
thank you.
And thanks for all of the information.
Thanks.
Next, we are going to talk about summer pet safety tips.
Internet service at Win TV provided by Waupaca Online, your local wireless internet service. If you're looking for an alternative to high prices, don't have cable or DSL in your area, not happy with the reliability of satellite internet or the low bandwidth limits of cellular, Waupaca Online is your answer. Locally operated, Waupaca Online features several speeds to choose from, local service, and many happy customers. Ready to make the change to Waupaca Online? Call 715-942-9919 or visit waupacaonline.net to schedule your free site survey.
We are going to talk about some summer safety tips for our pets to make sure that they stay healthy, safe, and happy all summer long. The first tip is to check your pets at least once a day after walks, or especially after you come out of the woods. Make sure that there aren't any ticks on them. Get those off just because of all of the tick-borne diseases. Even if you put tick repellent on a dog, you're going to want to take a look for those. Always make sure there's plenty of fresh water. It's one of the things, no matter if they're inside or outside, we have a bucket of water both inside and outside so that we make sure that they can stay hydrated and drink as much fresh water as they want. We see a lot and hear a lot about not keeping our pets in cars if we run into a store. Even if we think it's going to be a 2-minute trip, sometimes those turn into 5 or 10 minutes. We don't have any control about that. The temperature cutoff actually is about 65 degrees. If the temperature is about 65 degrees, it becomes too hot in your car for your pets to stay healthy. If for some reason you absolutely have to have them in there, make sure, number one, that a window is open for a little extra air. That does not replace the fresh air of being outside. Also make sure they have plenty of fresh water to drink while they're in there. If you're walking, one of the things that I want you to keep in mind is that asphalt, cement gets very, very hot in the summer sun. So if you can't walk on asphalt on your bare feet, it is too warm for your dogs or your cats if you take them for walks to be on asphalt. So choose to go on paths that are either dirt or grass instead. The other thing that you can do is you could groom your dog, get rid of the excess hair. Remember that hair on a dog is actually an insulation against both summer heat and sunburn. Sunburn we kind of get, but the summer heat, the hair on a dog is their insulation, so we don't want to shave dogs unless they're a breed that really should be groomed that closely. But make sure that you have all their excess hair off of their bodies to just give them a little bit of extra coolness. Thank you for joining us for What's Happening Waupaca. Find out details of these and many more community events on Win TV and now on Waupaca Radio FM 96.3. Full details at waupaca.tv.